In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a cam using a variable so that you can copy that cam over and over again and change the variable to change the size. So we're going to start by clicking on plus Create Part Studio. We're going to create this on the right face. So we'll go to the right face, but before we do that, we're going to set up our variable. To do that, we're going to click over here on the right to the configuration panel. Once we're in the configuration panel, we can choose a configuration variable. And we're going to call this variable D for diameter, and we're going to give it a default value of 1.5 inches. We don't need to worry about the minimum and the maximum. When we do that, our variable appears over here on the left, and we can change the value. So let's begin by creating a sketch on the right plane. We'll look at it from the right face, and we're going to add a file that I have provided to you in OnCourse, and you are just going to need to pull it in. Okay, so you'll need to download it from OnCourse and pull it in. So to do that, I click on the Insert an Image, and I'm going to import it. It should be in your Downloads folder. Okay, I think I actually have mine in a Goofy folder. Okay, and I'm going to grab the Eccentric Cam file, open it. Okay, the upload has completed. I could select it and then click and drag where I want it to be. Okay, so this file is going to give me the information that I need. Notice I will be creating an eccentric cam with the hole that's 3/16 of an inch. It's going to be a round hole. I'm going to extrude out my shape 3/16 of an inch, and then I'm going to use diameter for the circle and for the distance between the center of the circle and the hole. So I'm just going to leave this up here so I can use it. And I'm going to start by creating a circle. Okay, I'm going to create my hole on the y-axis, and I'm going to actually set that value to 3/16 because a hole is always going to be the same size. Okay, I'm going to hit the escape key to get out of my circle tool, and I'm going to do some dimensioning. So I'm going to dimension the diameter of this circle to be 1/4 or 0.25 times d. So 0.25, the asterisk is on top of the 8, and then d. Okay, I'm going to hit the enter key once, and it'll give me the formula, and then twice, and it will resize it for me. Okay, so you'll notice my initial circle was really big, and now I need to, let's bring the size down a little bit if we can. Okay, now I need to make sure that the center of the circle to the center of the hole, that doesn't look right. Sorry, this is the diameter, so it's just a D, D, D. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Now the center from this circle to this circle needs to be 1/4 times the diameter. So 0.25 times D, enter, enter, and it places it where it needs to be. Okay, there's no other dimensions I need to worry about on this cam, so I'm going to hit the green check mark. I'm going to just rotate this a little bit, and I'm going to extrude this out 3/16 of an inch. And I have my eccentric cam. Okay, once I have my eccentric cam, I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to rename it. Okay, I'm going to call it eccentric. I already have an eccentric, so I'm going to make it ECC 1.5 to show that that is the value of the diameter. Over here in my parts list, I'm going to rename it, and I'm going to call this Eccentric 1.5. Okay, so now I have this file, and I can very easily create an eccentric cam with a different diameter. So I'm going to right-click on that tab, and I'm going to duplicate it. Immediately, I'm going to rename it, and I'm going to call this one Eccentric Cam, and this time the diameter is going to be 2.0. Okay, I'm in the file now, and you'll notice up here I have my diameter. It's 1.5. If I change that value to 2, watch what happens to the cam. Okay, it magically increases, and it sets itself up using the diameter for the circle and 1/4 of the diameter from the center of the circle to the center of the hole. I'm going to right click over here and rename this, and I will call this one Eccentric 2.0. I'd like you to create your Eccentric 1.5, an Eccentric 2.0, an Eccentric 2.5, and an Eccentric 3.0.